Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Arun Goyal and today we'll be discussing a next problem based on stocks only. So if you remember in the first video based on stocks, we were having the number of transactions as 1. In the second video, we made the constraints more tighter. So the number of transactions were 2. Now, in this problem, which is again one of the hardest problems of LeetCode, we are generalizing the problem. So let the number of transactions be k, where k can be 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, any number. So if you guys have not seen those two videos actually, I would recommend you guys to please watch those two videos. Then it would be easier for you to understand this video. If you see, this is how the interviewer actually asked you. He'll in the beginning give you a simple basic question, like the first question which we discussed in the stock based problems, where the number of transactions were 1. When you solve that, the interviewer actually tighten the constraints. So in the second video, the number of transactions were 2. Now in this video, we are having more number of transactions, that is k. K can be 5, 10, 20, any number. So let's see how will we do this. Suppose these are the stock prices on different days, and let's see how will we do this. Suppose I buy on this day 0, and sell on this day. Okay, so the remaining problem which is left is that number of transactions which are left is k minus 1, and the size of the array which is left is 3. Similarly, one other case is also possible, wherein I buy on this day and sell on this day, and then I decide not to involve in any kind of transaction on this day. So I'm again on the same problem, which is k minus 1 at most transactions I can make, and the size of the array which is left is 3, or 3 days are left. So as you can see that my DP or my answer is depending on basically two things, that is the size and the number of transactions. So this way I can basically make a DP array wherein one dimension would be size and the other dimension would be the number of transactions. Okay. So as you can see, we have made a DP array, and we are let us suppose that the number of transactions which we need to do is at most 3. Okay, so I have made k as the number of rows and size as the number of columns. So as you can see, if I give you that k equal to 0, that is you can't make any transaction. In that case, whatever be the size of array or whatever be the number of days, the profit which you can make is 0 only. So I think this row is 0. So let's fill this. Now, if the size of array is 0, that is you are not given any price, then also you can't make any transaction, right? Then also the profit is 0. So this is the size, right? So I think this column is also 0. So now let's fill this box, wherein the number of transaction is 1, and the size of the array which is given is 1. So if the size of array is 1, that is you are given only 1 day. So you can buy on this day and sell on this day only. So profit is 0, right? So I think this column is also pre-filled, that if the size of array is 1, then also my answer would be 0. Now let's move to 2. So if I am involved in only one transaction and I am given 2 days, okay, and I'm working for this day, like there are two choices that I can involve in transaction on this day. So this basically is 0, 6, right? This basically is 0, 6. The last two elements of the size of the array is 2, right? So which means the last two elements are left, and I am working for the second last index, right? So there are two choices, that whether I buy on this day or do not buy on this day. So if I do not buy on this day, the problem left is size remaining is 1 and the number of transaction remaining is k, right? Which is actually stored in here only, na? That number of transaction is 1 and the size of array is 1, which is actually 0. But if I buy on this day and sell on this day, if I buy on this day and sell on this day, the profit is 6 plus the number of transactions left is k minus 1 and the size left is 0. So the number of transaction is left is 0 and the size left is 0. So 0 comma 0 is 0, which means the profit made is 6. So what's the maximum profit which you can make? 6 or 0? 6. So this means here comes 6. Now let's see for if the size of array is 3, which means the last 3 elements are left. So let's fill this also. 3, 0, 6. So again, two choices: buy on this day or do not buy on this day. If I do not buy on this day, then the problem left is k and the size of the array left is 2. So k comma 2 is, that is 1 comma 2 is actually stored here, which is 6. Now first case, if I buy on this day and sell on this day, so the profit, which actually not profit, it is loss, minus 3 plus the profit which you can make, or the problem sub problem left is k minus 1 and the size of array left is 1, that is number of transactions left is 0 and size of the array is 1, which is 0. So minus 3. And second thing, if you can, second possibility, if you buy on this day and sell on this day, so the profit made is 3 and the size left is 0 and the number of transactions left is also 0, which means 0. So profit is 3. So which is greater, 6 minus 3 or 3? 6 is greater. So here also 6. Now last 4 elements. So now let's fill this. 4. Again, first possibility is do not involve in transaction on this day. If I do not involve in transaction on this day, the profit left is here only, which is 1 comma 3, which is 6. Now if I involve in transaction on this day, that is I buy on this day, then there are 3 possibilities of selling. If I sell on this day, so the profit made is minus 1 plus the left, that is 0 comma 2, the number of transactions left is 0 and the size of the array remaining is 2, so 0 comma 2 is 0. If I sell on this day, if I do not sell on this day, if I sell on this day, the profit is minus 4 and the profit made by the remaining is 0, and if I sell on this day, the profit made is 2. So what is the maximum among all these 4? It is 6. So again, let's fill this 6. Now if 5 days, 5 are left, again 4 is also added. So same thing, only one day, only one transaction, and if you do the same thing like I did for the previous example, you'll see that 6 is the maximum answer which you can make. Cool. Let's fill the second row. So if the size of array is 2 and the number of transactions which you can do is also 2, which means 0 comma 6. So if you, again same thing, if you buy on this day and sell on this day, and if you do not buy on this day and do not involve in transaction on this day, the answer is k minus 1. Oh sorry, actually k, not k minus 1, k, and the size left is 1. So 2 comma 1 is 0, which is 0. But if you involve in transaction on this day, you have only one possibility: sell it on this day. If you sell on this day, the profit made is 6 and the profit made by remaining array is 0. So here also 6 comes. Now the number of transactions are 2 and the size is 3. So 3, 0, 6. Same two things. Do not involve in transaction on this day. First possibility. If I do not involve, my answer is here, 2 comma 2. So 6 is the answer. But if I want to involve in transaction on this day, there are again 2 possibilities: sell on this day or sell on this day. If I sell on this day, so minus 3 is a profit by selling, and the remaining profit day, the remaining is this. So the number of transactions left is 1 and the size left is 1, which is 1 comma 1 is 0 actually. So minus 3 is the profit, which is actually loss. Again, second case, If I buy on this day and sell on this day, so the profit made is 3. So the maximum among 6 minus 3 and 3 is 6 actually. Similarly, we can fill this complete row. So now let's fill the third row. Now the number of transactions are 3 and the size is 2. So the size 2 is 0,6. You can do the same way like we did in the previous case. The maximum profit which you can make is 6. Again, here for filling this, now the size of array is 3 and this is the array left. So same thing, do not involve in transaction on this day. If I do not involve, my answer would be 6. If I want to involve in transaction on this day, the maximum profit which I can make is 3. So greatest among 6 and 3 is 6. Similarly, we can fill the all the 3 remaining rows, all the 3 remaining columns, 6, 6 and 7. So what my question was that I want to find the answer for k equal to 3 and the size of the array was 6, which is here. I think you got the answer, that the answer is 7. I hope you have got this question. I hope you can now attempt this question. I want all you guys to please write code yourself, and if you want me to write this code, please tell me in the comment section. If I get if you people would want me to write the code, I would definitely make a video where I'll be writing the code. So thank you so much, and for further updates you can subscribe my channel, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you have any queries, do ask me in the comment section. I would be happy to answer. Thank you.